some people can get carried away by it. You have to see the underlying script that is there, which means you should know exactly what is hidden below. See, don't take it at face value. So what we do in our program is we
Welcome to the Change My Way of Life podcast. Jai Shri Krishna Guruji.
Jai Shri Krishna.
So what is it that you hope to accomplish through Change My Way of Life programs?
See, everybody goes through lots of ups and downs in their life because they do not follow the principles as laid down by the universe. And we have always defaulted in understanding how the universe works. Now, in Change My Way of Life, we will teach you how 8 different facets of your life can be changed. And these are physical, emotional, and so on. So there are 8 facets which we will be covering. So if I talk in terms of physical, I am talking about the body aspect of it. And in the body, we are talking right from the top of the head till the bottom of feet. So right from the top to bottom, we want you to be the best version of yourself. Similarly, in various other sections, like say, for example, financial, so we want you to become financially successful. See, financial success does not mean that you become a billionaire or a trillionaire or something like that. It only means that you have to become financially successful. You should have sufficient enough in this world to progress in your life. That is the idea. So we are tackling these subjects and we want you to become well versed in them so that you can use them and change the way you live today to become a better, well-rounded human being.
Yes, Guruji, when it comes to the programs, there's many skills that are taught. How do you decide which topics to include in the Change My Way of Life program?
We actually look at what is going on in the world today. So we are always ahead of the topics. Let us say, for example, today, if there is a meningitis problem happening in this world, my next topic will be connected to meningitis. If you see the way how things are moving, suppose there is a change which has come about because of certain AI tools that are going to come in the marketplace. I have to give them about that. Now think about it. When I am talking to children, can I talk to them in a very high flown kind of a language? No, I have to talk to them a very, very simple language. So this is our specialty. How can I tone the whole thing down so that a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old also understands? So we have to cater to an audience which is from 5-6-year-old to whatever age that they are in. Let us say a young adult. So I will select a topic which is suitable for that age. The young adult will get another topic which is different, which they have to cope up with. So if I am addressing women, then the topic is different. And it again has to be the latest that is going around in this world. So we select topics in that manner. So we are always thinking ahead of what will be in store for the children in the future or the adults in the future.
Yes, Guruji. In the program, you have suggested that attendees watch movies such as Gifted Hands with Ben Carson, his story. Why do you suggest that?
See, movies are visual medium. We see things. It's not that I say that you should watch movies. I say anything that is visual. It could be a YouTube video. It could be any kind of visual. That visual creates a fantastic impact on the minds of the person. And when you watch those kind of movies which are very, very transformational, it helps you understand your own inner requirements. I also need to transform. Like say, for example, I had said Gifted Hands is a good movie. You should watch. Today, I would say that there are so many types of movies like this, which visually will try to give you a little bit of inspiration so that you can change your way of life. So this is given as a homework for every individual during the class so that they can watch better movies and they can then change their attitude. We also discuss these movies during the course and we ask them what is it that they found inspirational or interesting in that film and how is it that they can apply that knowledge in their life to better themselves. And that is the reason why I suggest movies and videos or maybe listening to some podcast or some such kind of a thing, which is very, very productive for everybody.
Yes, Guruji. One of the topics that you had spoken of is how to read a news article. And why would that be important to a 14-year-old?
Let us say today, when you are reading about the different things that are going on in this world, every news channel is biased. See, they are supporters of certain, say, political parties. They are only going to give you what they feel is right. The other newspapers or other types of media is going to, doctor the whole thing in such a manner that you are getting to only hear about a few things. Today, when the war is going on, you will find that every news that is available is fake. There is hardly any news that we can say is real. And you are always given this idea that this is real, but that is fake. And today, with the AI coming in the picture, I guess literally more than 50% of the videos and stuff that is put out on the internet is not real at all. It is all fake. It is created by AI. And some people can get carried away by it. So when you read the articles, you have to see the underlying script that is there, which means you should know exactly what is hidden below. See, don't take it at face value. So what we do in our program is we teach the children and the young adults to understand the finer nuances of the articles and whatever that they read or whatever that they experience. So if they may be watching a video, again, you should use your common sense to understand whether this is right or wrong. Today, in terms of mythology also, or if you take up any stories in spiritual, most of the stories that are there, they are concocted versions. There is nothing real in that. People are trying to sell only to that particular audience, which gets conned into listening or seeing these kind of videos. So if you are well educated and well versed with what is going on, then you will definitely know what you should watch and what you shouldn't watch. And even if you watch something which is, not the right stuff, you should be able to understand critically what is there in that. So it means you have to use your brains better.
Yes, Guruji. You have mentioned about creating leaders for the future, such as Confucius or Chanakya, or creative people such as Da Vinci. How do you think that these people would best serve the world?
See, if I take any of these great leaders, let us say Leonardo da Vinci. Now, people don't know much about him. If you have read about him, you just know that this person was a sculptor, he was a painter, and then he did so many things. This is basically what you know. But the way he worked, the way he put up his things is really mind boggling. Look at the number of inventions that he has done. Here is a person who has done 10,000 inventions. If you are given a life of, say, 50 years, how many inventions are you going to put out in this world? You can't. So if I were to take one invention per day, that gives me 365. When will I reach 10,000? These are a few things we bring it to your notice. We make you understand the way their mind works, the way they put in efforts. I'm not interested in telling you how beautiful his paintings are. That is besides the point. That you can go to any gallery and understand it. You can go to the internet and you can see all the sculptures and everything that is there. But no, look at the man. Look at that person. If you look at that man and look at that person, you will know how that person became what he is in the history books. Similarly, Chanakya. I can say that Chanakya Niti is a very, very interesting book. But who was Chanakya? How did he arrive at that? Or if there is Confucius, how did he come to his understanding? See, across the world, there are lots of people who read philosophy and various subjects. But in China, they do something really unique. They train children who are at a very, very young age in the way how Confucius would do his work. Can you imagine that? They have something which is called the four great texts, which they teach the younger generation over there. In India, we don't even teach the Bhagavad Gita. We don't even teach the Uddhav Gita. We don't want to teach the children anything like this. Look at the American schools. What are they teaching? They are not teaching anything which is worthwhile. You will find that most of the students in the schools, in all these general schools that are funded by the government, there are no examinations. You just pass through. You just sail through to the next class and the next class and the next. How are you going to understand whether that child is a very intelligent person or not? It's a very difficult thing. And that is the reason why today we are facing a paucity of intellect, the kind of knowledge that is required. And if we look at these people like Chanakya or Chandragupta Maurya, for that matter, anybody, you will understand how their mind worked, what exactly brought them to the front, and what they gave the world, the way in which their mind works.
Yes, Guruji. Guruji, you have said that spirituality, it is one of the pillars of the program, but it's just a small part. What part does spirituality play in the Change My Way of Life program?
See, spirituality is like an undercurrent. There are lots of various types of people in this world. Some of them are atheists, some of them are agnostic, some do not even bother about religion or, for that matter, anything. Some people are so biased in their approach. Now, when I look at the whole world population, I cannot force them into thinking about only one type of process. Like, say, for example, I can't say that Hinduism or the philosophy that is connected to it, I should teach them. There is no such thing required. Every philosophy has something worthwhile in it. So can I give them a heady mixture of all this? And that is the reason why I am basically looking at everything as a holistic point of view. I don't want to push spirituality down the throat of a person who is not interested in it. But as you know, it's an underlying current. It is the way in which the whole infrastructure has been built around, right from ancient times. So it is going to be seeping in somewhere or the other, but it will not be visible the way, they make it out into something which is a forced thing. So we are going to keep it very, very low key.
Yes, Guruji. Well, Guruji, thank you so very much for answering the questions today and telling us about the Change My Way of Life program.
Thank you.
If you have enjoyed this presentation and would like to be informed of new presentations, remember to like, share, and subscribe or follow. Thank you.